Leonard Lang here, talking about recycling center closures. I got over 1,000 hits on my first video. I thank you for that. I'd like you to subscribe and to like it and spread the word. I'll be putting more out on this. And there's already a lot there. Go check it. Tomorrow, CRRA will be holding a conference. They're holding it there today, but tomorrow's Tuesday the 13th. And there will be a conversation, panel discussion on recycling crisis in California. They're talking about the Chinese markets, but they're also going to be talking about the convenience zone operations. Now, what I'm going to do is, given the opportunity, I will ask the director if he will fast track these applications. There are people who want these zones and can fulfill these zones and take the burden off of grocers, service the public, and come up with a good and beneficial program that's not beholden to out-of-state companies, as has been in the past. Now, what he doesn't know, and what I will explain to him, is that originally the department had 45 days to approve a complete application and 15 days to determine if it was complete. So a total of 60 days. Now in 2013, they pulled a dirty trick. They made a change and they made it 90 days and they put it in a budget bill. That means that nobody knew it was happening. And once they made it 90 days, they immediately started ignoring that. They didn't approve these within the 90 days that they were supposed to. There's a lot of stories that go along with that, but I won't take time right now. Anyway, they ignored the time required. And they would take 4, 5, 6, 7 months to approve these applications, if they approved them all, sometimes hoping that the applicants would just withdraw because they couldn't stand waiting any more time. Now, at a recent meeting of CalRecycle, there was a enforcement report, and they didn't put anybody out of business in the first quarter, which was good, but they did deny 3 applications by enforcement. Now, enforcement isn't authorized to be involved in the process unless there's an investigation, and they're not telling anybody that they're being investigated. That should be a requirement if that's what's going on. But anyway, I made mention that there is no authority for enforcement to review these applications, and the assistant director disagreed with me. But he's often disagreed with me before, and I've been right. Now, the application could be processed faster. The DORA system was purchased because supposedly it promised that they could process these applications in 14 days. It's in writing. I've got copies of it. And all it would take would be the director to make that decision. But I want to bring up one case that I dealt with. This was up in East Bay area after Replanet closed all the locations up there, and a recycler had applied for 4 locations. Those applications were denied, and they said that they weren't convinced that they had the ability to operate. Well, 3 people were on the application. One who had run a recycling center for a few years that he took over from his son when he entered the Marines. The other guy on the application was still operating and in good standing, about 5 locations. And the third one was a woman who had been approved for certification prior but never got open because she lost the ability to use the property. So she had been approved in the past. So now a new certification person says, oh, she's not qualified, she knows people we don't like. You know how they find some of those people they don't like? They see who they're friends with on Facebook. Lots of people are friends with a lot of people on Facebook. And guilt by association is supposed to be prevented by the U.S. Constitution. But that's exactly what they were incorporating in the certification process. So, what do we want? We want the director to approve fast tracking. We've got people in California that are willing to take these sites and take the burden off the grocers and provide a service to the public. And that's what I want to see, and I hope you agree. If you do, like it, follow me, and away we go. We got, looks like about 460 centers in hold zone status, and the public is not being served. A judge once said that in her decision against the Cal Recycle. Here we go.